Angified's live.
Are we on?
Not yet.
Gotcha.
I'm Angified. I started Angified Presents.
We share the love of music.
It has been medicine and therapy. Nothing else worked.
It has saved many of us. With mental health, we need to open our eyes.
Hurt people hurt people.
We ask that you listen, comprehend, and relate with your ears.
Form that heart of unity and one.
We share on this stage.
Statistics, feelings.
And ourselves.
We stand with the belief to be you, to be heard, and to be original.
We all may be different, with opinions and beliefs.
At the end of the day, we are all brothers and sisters.
We are family.
We ask that you join us in a magical journey with artists from around the world. Open your minds, let in the love,
and listen with your hearts.
We all want a better tomorrow. Be one.
Communicate and look out for one another. And then, and only then, will you find the world.
We will find peace in all the world.
You'll find the world. And you will find this shining world. He was among us in every boy and girl. Many have been broken, red hearts turn black. Love will melt the ice and turn it back, and you will find the world. You will find the world. You will find the world. And when you find a place called home, where everyone is free to roam, a whole new world, a better place for our children's futures at stake. And you'll find, with music in your soul, laughter in your hearts, together we can grow a better place, with love in us all. And you will find, together we can save it all. And you will find, and you will find. Now that you have all found your seats, you have shared out this show, it is time for Monday Love Podcast with Joe Kemp and Miranda Monday, with a special guest, John Connor.
Whoa! What is going on? Oh my God!
Joe,
Oh,
where's you
Miranda,
at?
I don't know. I'm still looking where I'm at. Oh, I'm in a whole different place now. Oh my God! Welcome, Angified.
Welcome, Angified.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome to Monday Love with a brand new face. All kind of new changes going on. I am so excited about everything happening. Man, Miranda, how are you? Absolutely.
Right? I know, man. Fourth season, man. We got to do.
Absolutely. Fourth season, got to change it up. Yeah.
Got to change it up. Except for the hair. I'm going back. I think I'm going back to doing the hair, getting the hair did.
You had to bring up the hair. Like,
yes.
That's some shit. I'm going to change my hair.
You know what? Fuck you. When it was you and Jason, y'all gave me so much shit for having hair because y'all.
Man.
Look at, our guest tonight sports it. Don't fuck with me. Hair got it tonight.
Dang it. I'm still, I do it for aerodynamics. If you ever see a fat guy with a lot of hair, he is a lot slower than me because the hair, it's gone. I'm faster. Do you see hair on cars? No.
Nope. Get the fuck out of here.
So anyway, man, oh my God, I'm really excited about tonight. We got a awesome artist. I can't wait. It's gonna be great.
Absolutely. And all around artist. I have to say, he's not just a musician. He's not just an engineer. He's not just a rapper. He's not just a singer. He's an artist. So
what's up, guys?
What's up, man?
John Connor.
Without further ado, John Connor. What is going on, brother?
Oh man, just getting back in town. Just left out on Friday. Go home, visit my mom back home in Delaware. See the family. So I just flew back in today and
where you flying back from? Where are you at now? Where you at?
I'm back in Nashville.
Nashville. Ah, gotta love old Nashville, Tennessee.
Yeah.
So man, so let's get this ball running. Let's go straight to the get-go, like straight from the beginning. How did your love for music, how did all this start? Where did you come from? What's up? What's your story?
I came up playing sports, but in high school it was rapping was more, even before breakdance and rapping, it was something I just did with friends and actually did a few talent shows and didn't really think I would make a career out of it. I thought I was going to be football player. Thought I was going to be playing for the Eagles or something. That was the dream, I played high school football. I was quarterback. We won a state championship, but I'm 6 foot, and the metrics, I guess, didn't really inspire. So I ended up playing college baseball, and then the dream shifted to baseball and tried out for the Red Sox, Phillies, and Kansas City Royals, and playing college ball. And somewhere between my freshman and sophomore year, I was coming back as a preseason All-American. I quit and went to intern at Rough House Records, and my first thing I ever worked on was Wyclef's The Carnival album. I was in the mailroom putting together promo CDs and packages and mailing them out all over the country.
Hell yeah, dude. The Carnival? That's fucking dope. That's really cool. That's awesome. What a shift, though. I mean, going from football to baseball to working with Wyclef.
The love for it just started to, really take over, and I just made the decision to go for it. And sports came easy to me. It was something that I could just always do from the time I was little. My dad said, I even have a picture, like 4 years old, swinging a bat. It's just something I always did. I don't know. I didn't put as much work into it because it came so easy. Work is hard at it, I think. And music was something that didn't come natural. So I chased it and I had to work real hard at it. And maybe that's why it kept my interest. It piqued my interest to do it. But either way, that's how it kind of was. Somewhere in college, and between my freshman and sophomore year in college, the love for music kind of really went to a level.
Oh yeah.
Dove feet first.
You got to. That is such a crazy. I mean, I've worked with athletics. I played for IU football. I didn't last too long because coming from public schools and trying to stay afloat, I was like, not making it. But but that's awesome, man.
I think you asked the wrong question, though.
Which one? What? Say that again.
John, I have to ask, where did like your great grandfather come from? Like, what music genes do you have down in your family line? Like, you had to have some kind of inspiration or somebody in your family. Did your mom used to sing or play with beats, or did you used to beat pots and pans?
No, there's nobody else in the family that really is a musician. We're a sports family. But I have my nephew just finished his senior season at Rice and did his pro day for the NFL. And my professional rugby. Like we're a very athletic family, but I don't know, just like rap was one of those things where back when I started, it was competitive. It was battle rap in it. So maybe that competitiveness of that, because one thing I always did, my whole life though, was write. I wrote poetry and painted pictures. I was always artistic in that regard. And my mom, I say that in some of my raps, I tell a lot of people, my mom said, work with your mind, not with your back. So
absolutely.
Very smart woman.
He always pushed me. Anything. I had a crazy scheme every other week. Like I told her one week I wanted to paint Timberland boots, like because we used to do custom shoes. Like every other week I had something I wanted to do. Just fun. Like he wasn't a woman of money, but she made it work and always helped out and figured out a way to make sure I had what I needed to. And she co-signed for the first beat machine, the whole, so everything that I ever wanted to do, she supported. She knows like all my lyrics to my songs.
That's awesome, man.
Yes. What an awesome mom.
You gotta have that support.
The inspiration. I loved hip hop music since I was like tiny. Like we would break out the cardboard boxes and break dance and pop lock. And, seeing breaking. And I mean, that's how far back I go. I'm giving away my here, but that's how deep it went for me. I just loved hip hop. So at a time where it wasn't, there were zero white rappers, there was zero white artists. So I was I was one of the first ones, especially around where I was from, to be doing any, to actually rap. That's white artists,
I mean,
can only imagine.
It was kind of hitting the cusp of the Beastie Boys and stuff coming up, but that was definitely a whole different ball game than breaking out.
That was awesome.
John, have you ever made a piss track instead of a diss track?
What?
A piss track. The power in someone's smile. Making a track that you build somebody up instead of break them down and showing them like.
I mean, yeah, of course. I mean, I make songs for my wife all the time.
Oh, I love that answer. Good answer.
Yes, I love it.
I don't know if the piss tracks worked as well during the battle rap game.
You'd be surprised.
Like, dog, I really love that fade.
So, John, we were talking about you being behind a lot of music. You said something about showing your age. Would like Damn It Boy be in that time frame that we're talking about?
Damn It Boy came much later. So the first part of my career was spent rapping and aspiring to rap. But along with that, plug my phone in soon. So along with that came studio time, which I'm from Delaware. There's no music scene in Delaware. There's recording studios, but they're few and far between. And they were, at the time, there weren't rap studios. So usually older rock guys they would record me, and they're used to bringing in bands and drummers and all this stuff. And here I am just bringing in a beat machine, and it was all crude back then. It wasn't, so I was paying for studio time and then having to try to find people that made beats. So like little by little, I just tried to figure out how to do it myself to eliminate having to try to find someone to make me tracks.
Absolutely.
So then what was happening was, over the years, I honed those skills as well. So it was like, I'd go 6 months where I was just rapping really heavy. And then I'd stop rapping and I'd kind of like focus on the beats. And then slowly but surely they started to merge where I was doing them both. And then, like I said, recording, and this is back before, it would all be done on computers. So I learned how to record on my first video session was actually reel-to-reel tapes, but it was right around that era where it was shifting to, they were called ADATs, where it was like VCR tapes. And I mean, it was not as easy back then to record as it is now.
No.
Right.
So, you don't hear cats talking about those anymore.
Putting thousands of dollars. It wasn't just buy a laptop and plug in some cheap gear, and next thing you know, you could get the same sound you could get back then. It's so crystal clear. But, so it was, it was a big learning curve back then, but we did it, and we found a way to buy the equipment. And, at a certain point, there was no Facebook, there was no YouTube. To shoot a music, $25,000. So to network with people, you actually had to press up these, drive down to a car show or somewhere where a lot of people were going to be at, actually get out, shake hands, try to sell your CDs and, hand out yourself to make a name. And, after years and years and years of that, and deals that fell through and just things that didn't take off, like I kind of, the rapping side of it or the artist side of it it broke my heart, because it just never worked out. But people were coming to me like, well, who did your beats? And I was like, well, me. Well, who recorded you? Well, I did. He's like, can you do that for me? And they started paying me to do that. So I was like, light bulb moment. Like, if I'm going to do music, I got to make money at it. And, studio time, beats. And then eventually I learned how to shoot videos. These were things that made me money. So to stay alive and keep the dream going, these are the things that I threw myself into. And I started actually making a name as a producer. One of the first, I guess big breaks, whatever you want to call it, was some of the early work I did for Haystack. And some of those beats, he had mentioned my name on one of the songs. And next thing you know, I had, oh, you're Haystack's producer. And they started, hitting me up, and kind of business started booming.
That's what's up. Now, what's your favorite part? Learning all of it, the beats, the shooting the videos, being the artist yourself. Like, what is your favorite part?
I don't want to, it's really hard because I just enjoy being creative. Like, I even like to draw, or, I don't do it as much, but back in the day, I just enjoy the creative process. If I had to pick one, I think it's hard, but I enjoy the most probably putting words together. I love the English language. I love trying to finesse the syllables and make them, put them together in a way, and try to, at least in a way nobody else has. Or I actually, one of my big things is I try to use words nobody's used. So like, my vocabulary is extensive because I went to college and I maxed out my you know, my English credits, you know, that was my favorite subject. So I took writing classes. So I used to read the dictionary. I look up words all the time and try to commit them to memory. So like I try to use words in my song, my rap that you wouldn't necessarily find in a rap song on a consistent basis, if you will. So that's kind of one of the things, trying to figure out how to use 4 and 5 syllable words and make them rap, you know, rhyme and
hell yeah,
sounds audible. So, but I don't know, the producing, that's what I really do enjoy is working with other artists. And, you know, there's a difference between just making a beat and actually producing an artist. Right. So like I tell guys, I don't just sit here, make beats and then just hand them out and you go back to your home studio and record it and send it to me when it's done. It's like, no, you're going to come in here. And the first thing we're going to do is we want to talk for 3-4 hours. I want to know what your influences are, what's your favorite style of music, play me some old stuff. Let me hear where you're at so I can hear where you're at in your progression as an artist. And I try to dial in. And, you know, once we actually start turning on the equipment and making beats, I want them there so I read body language. And I'm, you know, a lot of times artists that aren't very forthright will, yeah, they like it. You know, they don't want to hurt your feelings. But I'm like, look, you can't hurt my feelings. I've been told so many times in this business that it does not faze me. I want to let's get past the pomp and circumstance. Let's get down to tell me what you like. If you don't like it, stop me and we can move on. Like this, I'm here working for you to create a sound for you. That's my job as a producer. So what I get to do as a producer is I get to tap into other people's vibe. I get to try to find out what makes them tick, what kind of beats, you know, kind of on and make them go, ooh, I love that track, you know, and bring something out. And then push them and be like, man, that's lazy writing right there. No, to the break of dawn, really, 57,000 rappers have said that. Let's come up with a better line there. You know what I mean? So I'm loved and I'm hated. I'm loved because guys are like, man, I made the best song I ever made with you. Thank you for pushing me. And guys that don't like me are like, man, he's a dick. You know, because I'm always working for the best of the song. And I try to take the ego out of it and say, hey, well, you know, I got to tell you the truth. If I'm not telling you the truth, what are we doing? You know, my goal is to make you not coming to me just for a album cut. You want, everybody comes to me like, John, I want one of them bangers, like something you made for Stack or this song you made for this one or whatever. They're coming to me because they want heat. So I can't take a session off. Everything has to be. So I've had to streamline my process within the first 10 minutes. If it's not getting me that feeling like I personally want to rap to it, I'm like, this is trash. Let's go. Let's start some new energy. Let's create something new. Tell the guitar player, start playing something else until that fire's going. Because I tell artists all the time, if you don't have a hot beat going with just the kick, snare, and the sample, whatever it's a guitar sample or a piano, whatever it is, or the main line, if it's not jamming just that, then you're just polishing the turd. Like we got to be feeling it from the jump. That's why I want them here. You know what I mean? I want them right here. So I'll look over, and if I see them like, oh, that's great, like, and they're getting into the track and they're all in, then that gets me going. And now then I don't need anything else from them. I just make the track, you know. And a lot of times I hear cadences, I hear melodies, I hear ideas for songs, and I built a loyal group of guys that they want me to produce their stuff because, you know, that's what I am for them in the studio, just a sounding board. You know, I'll be harsh when I need to be harsh, a cheerleader when I need to be a cheerleader, you know, break them down, build them up, all that good stuff to try to achieve, you know, the here coming out the speakers.
That's what's up. Okay. I'm sorry, go ahead, Joe.
Oh, I was going to say, I think we should, listening to all this, I think we should play one of the new tracks. Or, is there a video link with this one?
Oh, I got the video. I can play it.
Oh, let's play. We're talking with John Connor here, and what's the name of the song that we're hitting here? I know we are
going to be listening to "Riding in the Rain."
All right.
Before we get into it, can I tell you a quick story about that?
Absolutely.
All right. So as you know, and you mentioned Damn It Boy, these are and Warhorse, this is newest label and company is, I wasn't making music. I was part of a group, but you know, that Eye for an Eye, but as far as making my own music, I had long since just stopped making music and was getting very comfortable just being behind artists, being a producer, because I'm constantly creating. It was feeling that need to do it. But I met my wife and a couple years ago, and we're talking and telling her what I do. She didn't even know I made music at first. And she was like listening to some of my older stuff. She found that I made music. She's like, I want to hear. So I played her some stuff and she's like, dude, you're really good. Like, why aren't you making music? And I was like, I told her the story, how, blah, blah, blah. But, meeting her, she's my best friend, and she brought that part of me back to life, healed a lot of things for me, and it was, I made her a song. And now once I made her that song, seeing her react to it, seeing her cry, seeing her, it just, I don't know, I fell in love with the process of making music in the process of making that song. And I said, shit, I'm gonna start making music again, man, for me. I don't want to tour, done all that. I have no desire to be, on MTV, all that crap. It's just not, the art. I make this, I call it, I'm just cementing my legacy. This is showing people what I'm doing, making music myself, because I found in teaching others, I got better. But even though I wasn't making music, I was for myself, I was still making music, and writing and, helping other artists. So when I started making music again, this was one of the first songs I was writing in the rain, was one of the first songs I made, kind of getting back into it. And the story I wanted to share about Riding in the Rain is my wife shot the video for me. And she was because it was raining one night. And she was like, why don't we shoot Riding in the Rain? Because, you guys are familiar with Tom McDonald, but his girl,
yes,
she was like, I want to be your Nova. It was just so cool to have someone that supported me so much and wanted to help and was willing to grab a camera. So literally we drove to Walmart. We got a couple lights. We kind of like fabricated them in the car. We tied them around the rear view mirror so that there was light on my face. She's all cocked out in the passenger seat shooting. So this video was just kind of like a cool memory of like, my wife pushing me to get back into making music, because I wasn't even thinking about shooting a video, but it was raining one night and she's like, man, hell, we got a couple hours to shoot the video. So
she's creative too.
That's love.
She's a creative as well. I think that's why we get along so well. She's actually like she bakes 3D cakes and she's a beast. Like, she's super cool. And like I said, she was like the reason why we even shot that video. I wouldn't have done it. I was like, are you sure? Are you sure? Well, I had she had just done my braids. I had shaved. I couldn't say, I had, just because we were out, we went out to dinner. So like in the video, I was already kind of put together. I was, I guess, camera ready. And, we went to Walmart, grabbed some lights. She got some concealer, put it all. She's like, let's go, let's shoot. So that what you're about to watch is like one of the first records. I've since made another 30, 40 records. I got an album coming March 23rd. But, that was kind of the cool story about that song. It's only a video because my wife was like, let's shoot it. So it's a cool memory. It's a cool little.
That's awesome, brother.
That is awesome. And congratulations, because you guys just got married a few months back, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's man, time is flying. It was actually almost a year ago now, but yeah, it was
that's how long even longer than I've been digging at you to get, come on.
First year already, but yeah, this song will always be special because I still remember like just egging me on, like, come on, let's shoot it. It was like her, she was the energy. It wasn't like me when you helped me shoot it. She was like, no, come on, let's shoot it. So that's what's cool about this video. So now she's a lot of my videos. She's like, I don't have to worry about somebody flaking on me or whatever. So it's a cool little thing we do now. She helped shoot all my videos. So.
That's really,
awesome.
that's super
Well,
awesome.
Angie?
Love on Monday Love.
There you go.
Showing love on Monday Love. Yeah.
Let me go ahead and share this now.
You are watching Monday Love Podcast, and this is the special guest tonight, John Connor.
Riding slow, lights glowing off the dashboard. Dreams come true, so be careful what you ask for. Things are going good, so they wonder what I'm sad for. Shit, life's hard, 17, I got a crash course. Raising a son, dodging, ducking the task force. Diapers and baby food, wasn't thinking about no math scores. Emotional scars hidden by my bravado. Every hero's journey has an Yvonne Drago. Clubber Lang Apollo, either lead or follow. But coming up short, that's a tough pill to swallow. Might be deeper than you swim, but the fruit's out on the limb. The biggest battles are within, I stop comparing me to them. That's what's running through my mind as the wipers clear the rain. As an old song plays as I'm trying to clear my brain and realize that I'm blessed. Window crack, feeling the breeze. Times like these, I go and grab the keys. Now I'm riding in the rain, all alone, cause it's hard to hide the pain. I'm just gripping on the wheel. This is how I deal and this is how I feel. I'm just riding in the rain, all alone, cause it's hard to hide the pain. I'm just gripping on the wheel. This is how I deal and this is how I feel. Yeah. I wish I could go back and talk to the old me, but the faults of the old me form the thoughts of an OG. Speak soft and I'm low key. Life taught me to know me. And now I eat the fruit that falls from my own trees. Seen them go from chasing dreams to liquid with OE. It's hard to fight a demon that they can't or they won't see. Ain't nothing at the bottom of a bottle but regret. And the older I get, I realize the biggest threat is the inner dialogue, the conversations with ourselves. Before anybody else, we gotta forgive ourselves, cause bitterness doesn't help, so I speak to myself nicely. There's already enough of these haters that don't like me. Like reflecting off the rain-soaked road eases my soul. Just driving and thinking I don't have a place to go. Just processing and redirecting my thoughts to something better. There's just something about this type of weather. I'm just riding in the rain, all alone, cause it's hard to hide the pain. I'm just gripping on the wheel. This is how I deal and this is how I feel. I'm just riding in the rain, all alone, cause it's hard to hide the pain. I'm just gripping on the wheel. This is how I deal and this is how I feel. I'm just riding down the road. I don't really have nowhere to go. Just ride, thinking about things while I'm cruising around town in the rain. Just ride, I got the music playing low, rolling real slow. Just ride, I'm off in my zone. I ain't even looking down at my phone. No. Riding in the rain, all alone, cause it's hard to hide the pain. I'm just gripping on the wheel. This is how I deal and this is how I feel. I'm just riding in the rain, all alone, cause it's hard to hide the pain. I'm just gripping on the wheel. This is how I deal and this is how I feel. Yeah.
Beautifully shot. I love it. I love it. Yes,
That was dope.
that was. So, so we kind of hit on Damn It Boy. How about working with folks like Jelly or Snow?
Well, Damn It Boys, so Smo was before Damn It Boys. So many years back, I guess it was 2009 and 10 range. I was working with Haystack and I was sending beats. This is probably 2008, 2009, actually. I was sending beats to Haystack for Hard to Love. And when I was living down there, at the time I was living in Hermitage. I tell the story a lot, but either way, I was at a gas station and this dude pulled up in a truck, and the truck had the big knobby tire. It was covered in mud. He jumps out. He's got the cowboy hat, the whole nine, but he's listening to Lil Wayne. And something hit me like just, I was like, man, I was telling Stack, I'm like, man, there's an underserved market out here. I'm like, there's something to this. You know, I think the country boys loved how the 12s would knock with the hip hop beats, but of course, you know, like, I don't know how much relate to the lyrics, you know what I mean? So I was like, we need to start making some more country beats, you know what I'm saying? Hip hop beats. And Stack was not with that. He's like, I'm a Southern rapper, I'm not country. But he was giving them the Smo. Smo was tucking them in a folder. I didn't realize that the email I was sending them to, it was like American Glory or something like that at Gmail. And I was sending all these beats down for Hard to Love. And the ones that Smo liked that were real more country, he was tucking them into a folder. And one of those became Kicking It in Tennessee. So Smo called me. He was like, man, I just shot the video to it, but I just wanted to check in with you and make sure it was cool that I used the beat. And I was like, absolutely. So he released the country, the Kicking in Tennessee song, and it blew up. Mm-hmm. So he attracted management from LA, guy by the name of Dan Nelson. Dan called me and was like, man, I've had him in the studio with this one and that one, and we're trying to recreate this sound. Finally asked him, who made Kicking It in Tennessee and who made this one and that one? He's like, oh, that was John Connery. He's like, well, why are we working with him? So Smo was the embodiment of what I had heard country rap, you know, like bang beats that was still hip hop, you know, I come up in hip hop, but to me, it was fiddles instead of, you know, violins. It was banjos instead of guitars. And, you know, so I experimented with that sound, and, you know, we took that from, you know, just, you know, Smo was becoming an independent powerhouse in his own right. But once we got all together, pulled in Alexander King, pulled in, you know, he was already working with O-Rig. JJ was shooting a lot of the videos, and we just formed a team, and we were just constantly knocking out songs. Got the attention of Warner Brothers. We got the deal with Warner. I thought, man, surely working with Warner Brothers are going to bring in all these big name producers. We'll be lucky to get 3 or 4 beats on this album. So I went in even harder. So one thing I had access to was Smo. We were on the road. And what I was doing is, it was something I was already doing, which I was taking my camera and kind of filming everything that was happening on the road. And we were making little episodes, like little vlogs, just for promotion. Well, when he got signed, they hired me to produce one every Wednesday. They wanted one to go up. We ended up doing 18 of them. And they're on YouTube now. It's the Country Living podcast, you know, whatever you want to call it, blogs, whatever. And it basically details that whole time. I love about it. I can go back and you can literally watch all the studios we're in, all the big name writers and producers we were working with, all the big shows we were doing. It was, we opened for Brantley Gilbert, and it's all this cool stuff that we were doing. It's all documented. And we come home off the road, and Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and depending if we left out Thursday or not, we were in the studio. So we were just cranking. And we ended up having like this showcase out at Smo's house. They called it the Smokecase, where all the people from the label came out to the farm. We performed for them, then we went into the studio. Well, it was Espo, it was like all Chris Lacey, Stacey, was all the big guns. And Dan turns the floor over to me, and I'm like, I say a little something, and I just start firing off records. by about the third record, Espo's dancing around the studio like, we're gonna be rich. This is crazy. Whoever produced these beats is a genius. So I'm in there, I'm like, what is going on right now? Like the president of Warner Brothers is calling me a genius, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, this is insane. So, you know, that was just a cool experience in that time. So, you know, after that, you know, it was time to get on the road and the record came out. I think it was in the top, I think it was number 2 on the rap charts, right behind like 50 Cent and Nicki Minaj or something. It might have been number 3 on the chart, I can't remember, but that was surreal to be, you know, on the actual Billboard charts, not the iTunes charts, like on the right there with the big gun, you know what I mean? But it was also simultaneously top 10 on the country charts. So that Country Living album that I ended up producing the entire record with O-Rig. I co-wrote like 6 of them, and then I, you know, spot wrote on the rest of them. But you know, that's all. You know, that whole album. You know, I had my fingerprints all over that as a producer, and it was a very proud moment. One of the song "Working" was season 6 Duck Dynasty, you know, promo song, and it made video games, and so that was a really cool thing. But it was time for Smo to get out on the road, and honestly enough, during that time, I was saying, man, forget signing. Let's start our own label. We can just, you know, we can make more money if we stay independent. Blah, blah, blah. You know, I was always, you know, having my big dreams of starting a label. So when that happened, I was like, well, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take all this expertise that I have and now learning at the major label level and being in all the marketing meetings and kind of getting some more know-how in that environment. Like, I was like, man, I'm starting my own label. I'm going to build my own country. If I can do this for Smo, I'm going to do this for other guys. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, started Damn Boy. I had known David for a while, and I had gone back to Delaware, but we had started talking, and he had a group called Eye for an Eye, and I was like, it was with Bubba Sparks, and I just was kind of like, man, if with everything that I know now, if I can come down and get with you guys, and you know, I just want to let me help make beats and shoot videos and blogs, whatever, and do the same formula. Let's go. And we ended up starting a record label called Damn Boy, and I think we ended up putting out like 6 projects. And towards the end of Damn Boy, David just didn't want to do a label. He didn't like, you know, because like when artists get into beefs with other artists, it's like we're the collateral damage, because it's like if you're producing this guy, then this camp, there's weirdness, you know what I mean? And he's like, man, I'm sick of all that. I just want to write for everybody. I'm sick of dealing with artists. So around that time, he was kind of getting back, you know, in the mix with Jelly, which now they've gone on to write some #1 records, which is awesome, because all Dave ever wanted to do was he wanted to write. And, you know, I think that's mainly what he's doing now. We haven't spoken in a while, but it was good to see that I've seen some of the stuff he's posted. He's like in the big writers' rooms now and all that kind of cool stuff. So I'm really happy for him. But yeah, Damn Boy was, I guess, I don't know, maybe my 2nd or 3rd attempt at starting a record label. But after that, you know, that time came to an end. I'd gotten divorced and Mom got sick, so I went back to Delaware. This is like right at the start of the pandemic. And one thing Dave and I did to get, you know, he owned a paint company. So I learned to trade when we were building Damn Boy. I mean, we were working 40 hours a week painting, then doing music nights and weekends building Damn Boys as we were, you know, kind of funding it all with the paint. And so I went back home and I didn't know what I was going to do. I didn't know how it was going to all end up. And met my wife. We started talking, having, you know, a long distance relationship, and I was taking care of my mom. I helped my stepdad take care of my mom, and just painting. I actually made a lot of money during the pandemic painting, but it got to a point where, you know, even a day felt like a month when I wasn't with Jess, and I was like, man, I got to get back down there. She was still down in Tennessee. I was in Delaware, and I was like, man, I got to figure out how to get down there. And I actually, oddly enough, went out to Vegas. And then for the first time in like a year after I left Damn Boy, I was working with an artist named John Widowmaker out there in Vegas. And I went live, like I always do when I make beats. I'll let people into the process, and I'll make a lot of beats right live on the internet. And Lenny Cooper saw me live, and he was like, man, I've been trying to get up with you, man. I didn't know where, I lost your number, whatever. It's good to see you still making music. I need you to do my album, which we just released last year. And I was offered an opportunity through Average Joe's to get distribution through them and set up shop in their facility. And I started Warhorse. So that's where we're at now.
And that's where we're at now. So fast forward to now, the present, and now you have your label.
Yes.
Your label.
Yes, it's just me. I don't have any partners other than my wife. She helps me out a lot, but it's just me for the most part. I don't, nowadays I don't know what to call it. I mean, I think traditional record label, so to speak, is dead. I guess I call myself a content creation company with a record label platform, whatever you want to call it. It's like I create content. That's what I do. So what I do is I got a couple artists I help them with their content. I help them record, produce, mix, master, all that kind of stuff, shoot videos, help with the marketing, put the money behind it, all that kind of stuff. But I let them, all their show money, all their merch money, that's them. I don't want any of that. I'm trying to help them grow. I'm trying to help them build. And I got a bunch of art, there's a couple guys in particular. One's been with me for a long time. He actually painted with me at Dave Ray's company, a guy named Greg Mack. We've been working on his brand. And then a couple of young guys that I'm really excited about is Chris Taylor and Shane Taylor, call them Taylor boys. But they're really talented guys, singer-songwriters. So I've been working heavy with those guys. And of course, kind of reunited with Stack. We put out Hay Fever last year, or Haywire last year. We're working on Hay Fever now. And kind of reconnected with Big Poe. Big Poe's got a little situation with 1 RPM, but even back in the Damn Boy days, he kind of had mentioned, on the internet one time, I thought I put a post like, man, before my bucket list, I'm going to get an album done by John Connor. So when he got the 1 RPM deal, he hit me up. So we just did his album. It's dropping actually this Friday, March 17th.
We love Poe. Yes, Poe will be on here in a few weeks.
So I think I did most of the records on there. I think I might not have done a couple of them. I think he did with some other producers or whatever. But I think I got 9 of them on that record. It's called Long Ride to Nashville. Kentucky Music Mafia. I just did their EP with Zach Garner, the Kentucky Strong one. And I'm actually on it, featured on that one. But then me and Zach did their whole full-length album, The Outlaws with Attitudes. That's coming out like end of April, early May, I think he said. And then I got Lenny's new single coming out, My Place, also this Friday. And then we got his 6-pack, Back in the Mud. It's coming out in April. Then Chris, we just released his On My Way, February 23rd. And then he's got a single coming with Kingery on the 14th. And then Chevy's Warhorse debut is coming April 17th. All new vibes. Chevy, man, when I was with Damon Boy, I wanted to recruit Chevy over to what we were doing. He was rocking with Big Murph, but he kind of went through a situation over the last couple of years where he kind of fell back from music. And I hit him up out of the blue. I was like, man, what are you doing? What's going on? And he came, had a meeting with me, and he was like, he got inspired. He's like, yeah, man, I want to get back in it. I'm with you. Let's go. I'm Warhorse. So I signed Chev, and his project crazy, but been also in here in the studio helping as a writer. Like, he's just an amazing writer. And I got Greg's project. We don't have a date on yet, but I got All My Rowdy Friends. It's a series I do called All My Rowdy Friends. So I got 1, 2, and 3 in stores. So Rowdy 4 is like 3 verses from being done. I got this song called Country Rap Kings that I'm trying to recruit as many guys on it as possible. I'm just waiting for a few verses, but it's got like Twangin' Round and Lenny and Poe and a bunch of guys, and it's really crazy. It's super sick. But Greg's gonna be on that, and the rest of these guys. I'm pumping, man. I have a goal. My goal is 100+ songs this year.
Oh my God, son.
I mean, when all these projects come out, I'm gonna be dang near halfway there, and it's only March. So I think I have
plenty of time.
Plenty of time done, yeah.
You got this. Also, I need you to, I reached out to Chevy. I have a picture. I met Chevy back during that Murph time, and I reached out to him because I got a picture of it's Chevy standing behind me, Murph standing behind me over here. They're lighting some shit, and it's like we're at a rave.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, I've sent him messages. Link me up with Lenny and Chevy.
Oh, that's easy. These are all good, just good guys, man. Really good guys. That's what I've always loved about country rap. Like, it was, especially in the beginning when I was touring with Smo, you know, the Georgia Boys, Lax, you know, all these got Colt. It was like a small, tight-knit community of guys, and everybody was really supportive of each other. And one hate about how it's gone over these last few years is like the bickering and, you know, the diss tracks and all that kind of stuff that never, like, this isn't hip hop. Like, this genre was not predicated on battle raps and, you know, skill. You know, I don't want to say skills because all these guys have skills as songwriters and stuff like that. But I'm talking about, you know, battle rap skills, meaning like where you just the deadliest rapper. That's not what this was about. This was about, you know, yes sir, no man, big trucks, mud, have fun, moonshine, bonfires, like Southern culture. That's what country rap was about. You know what I mean? Yeah. These new guys coming in, disrespecting the guys that started it, saying, oh, country rap's whack, and, you know, these guys ain't got bars and all this bullshit. It's like, man, I really don't like it.
I have to agree with you. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I actually am one of those guys, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I came up doing this battle stuff, so I just, you know, you got something to say to them guys, just direct that energy this way and see if you feel about that life. Because I, on the other hand, I'll be a huckleberry. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you heard it here.
You know what I'm saying? Leave the homies alone. They just, you know what I'm saying? They sell records. And that's the thing, it's hate, because all my buddies, they sell records and they have, you know, and they're just good guys. You know what I'm saying? And guys out there talking trash and, oh, rap's whack, nobody's got bars. Well, you don't either. Let me tell you that. So, let's, you know, that's a whole nother story, though.
It really is, because I can dig deep.
Yeah, we'll leave that alone. But just know, so anybody want to go there? Hey, how you doing?
I love you. I just adore you. I'm so glad you came on. Thank you so much.
My God.
Oh.
Absolutely, man. I've been loving the conversation. Like, amazing the work and the teams you've worked with, and your process is amazing, dude.
Appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. What I've not done though is I've been bitching and complaining to my wife, like, man, I don't get the, you know, love I deserve as a producer. Why? I was like, you know what? I don't even have my fucking website up. Like, so I haven't done a good job of communicating my brand and what I've done to the marketplace. I don't even have a place where you can go and see everything I've done. That's changing as we speak, because my buddy Randall, Design King Tampa, you guys need any artwork, any graphics, he's the man. And then my buddy Chance, he's a digital marketer and also creates websites. Chance is creating my damn boy, I always do that, Warhorse site, and Randall is creating my John Connor site. So here soon, you know, when I launch the new album, like, you know, pre-order bundles and all that kind of stuff where you can order CDs will be available from the sites. And then the Warhorse will have all my artists on there, links to all their socials, what we're doing, news, blogs, all that kind of stuff.
Hell yeah.
My website will be, you know, broken down into three things. John Connor, the artist, will be all my artist stuff. John Connor, the producer, it'll be all the albums, all the people I produce for, you know, I mean, you name it, I produce for them in country rap. Church and Struggle, Jeff, Smo, Lobo, you name it. You know, but I'm like, well, people don't know this because I haven't done a good job of, you know, communicating.
Putting your stuff out.
Yeah, right. But if I know that, like, I gave you your flowers. I'm like, you're like the Dre of country rap. I was like, you know, fangirling over here for a second.
That was a nice little I like that. You're the Dre of country rap. Right on. I like that, Miranda.
Country rap has given me so much, and all these guys are my buddies, and like even a guy like Derek D Thrash, like he just calls me up and like, hey, I need a beat, and before I even send it, there's $1,000 on my Cash App. You know what I'm saying? It's just like good dudes, business first. I don't got to chase them down. It's just salt of the earth, good guys. You know what I'm saying? And they support, and they've always been good to me, and and so it just inspires me to make sure I'm giving them making sure I'm doing right by the genre. And I've had many conversations with guys like Shannon Houchins from Average Joe's, and he's done so much trying to create a country rap label or a radio station. He's tried to create, and every time he goes to them, they're like, it looks self-serving because Average Joe's is the only country rap label that actually services media and is run like a traditional record company. And so when he goes to, a Spotify, or he goes to the internet radio stations and all that kind of stuff, they're like, well, you're the only record label. So it looks very self-serving, like he's just trying to get a radio station to play his own records. What they don't realize is 90% of country rap is self-distributed. And guys functioning as a label, and they call themselves a label, but they don't service media, and they don't function in a way. They don't have A&R departments. They don't have, executives. They don't have, a setup. So they're not looked at as an official company by the industry. But they don't realize, it's too country for hip hop. It's too hip hop for country. So it's this like bastardized genre that lives at the mud bogs, and it lives, it's a culture, of people that subscribe to the music, but the industry hasn't caught on to just how big that the genre is. So there's no, I find it hard all the time when I'm trying to promote my guys, is like, you can't promote it on hip hop sites because it's not hip hop to them, and it can't go to country. Country does like this to, hip hop. And so all you're left with is YouTube, Facebook, and all that kind of stuff. But the algorithms have all closed down on everybody. And unless you're paying a bunch of money to get your stuff out there, nobody can even see it. So it's a hard genre to kind of navigate. But like I said, it's given me a lot. I've made most of my money in the country rap space. With the Smo stuff, it was my first time dealing with having songs on TV, and then some of my favorite shows. It was just surreal. It was just amazing. And, to see the kind of checks and the kind of money that can be generated when you make it to that level, it was like, do this for myself. So I'm here and we're pumping, and I ain't going to give up anytime soon, so.
I'm going to be straight up with you. I could listen to you tell stories, because I know like off record. No, I'm kidding. Don't give them away. But what we are coming close to our hour. Is there anything? I know you keep looking down. So is there anything that I didn't cover that we do need to cover?
Main thing, obviously, check out, Big Poe coming this Friday, and Lenny Cooper single, My Place. But March 23rd, my long-awaited, according to family and friends, my Ghost in the Machine album is 10 songs, just me, no features. I produced the whole thing. I recorded it, mixed it, mastered it. It's just me, getting me 10 songs. I got some videos coming that are sure to cause a little stir. Talking my talk, venting some of this stuff off my chest. But for the most part, it's just kind of wrapped up some of the first 10 songs that I recorded as my wife got me back into this artist space. And she's happy. She had the kids every day ask me, when's the album coming? When's the album coming? When's the album coming? Because I was so I finally wrapped it up, put the artwork with it, and it's coming the 23rd, man. And I'm hoping everybody supports it and likes what I'm doing. But that's just the beginning, man. I've got probably another album just sitting here in a folder that's going to be album 2, and then right now my attention's on All My Rowdy Friends 4, which should be coming at the beginning of summer. And that's crazy. I think that's my best work to date. We got guys like Cryptic Wisdom.
Hell yeah.
Hopefully, I'm hoping the song that I got with Struggle can make it and it doesn't get held up with anything contractual. But it's Kentucky Music Mafia, Big Poe, Stack, Lenny Cooper, Chevy, Chris, all the Warhorse guys. And then Chris Calico, we got a feature on there from him. Man, it's crazy, man. I think you guys want to love the songs on there. John Widowmaker, he's singing on a bunch of stuff. I have to mention that before I go. The villain's coming. The country rap villain, outlaw, country trap, whatever we're calling his stuff. Widowmaker's coming. We've been working on his stuff, and it is, let me tell you, it's crazy. And he's just the kind of guy, like, I love it because we'll lock in 2 weeks. We make like 9 songs. I'm feeling good about myself. 3 weeks later, he's like, we don't have enough. We need to get back in the studio. Next 10 more. And we've got like 30 some songs mixed and mastered of his that are just crazy. And he's out in some big meetings out in LA. He's got some big management. He's real good friends with Ivan Moody from Five Finger Death Punch, who's doing some stuff with him. And once that moves, man, good luck, because he doesn't have a filter.
Link me with him, because I've heard his name. I just haven't heard a bunch of his stuff yet.
Widowmaker is coming. Y'all better run, get your money now, because the Widowmaker's coming, man. But I'll plug you guys. But it was good talking to you. Appreciate you guys having
Definitely appreciate it, man. For sure, dude. So much.
Yes, thank you so much. If you would hang out with us for just another couple of minutes, we're gonna do a prequel, a teaser.
I'm here for it.
Sweet, thank you. So yeah, Joe, it's time to switch up your
oh my God, I don't even know what all to say right now. I'm not even man, that show is like the amount of stuff that John does. What a great interview. I'm excited for all these albums dropping. This is some dope shit. He's a great artist, a amazing producer. He's working with so many cats. Wow. I am so lucky that we were able to make with all the changes and stuff that we got this to happen, and it rocked. This is awesome.
And jump over to your favorite platform, subscribe, rate, review, leave a comment, slap
click the bells, link
to a
it,
friend.
share it. So I guess let's see here. I'm not sure all of everything that Angified offers to give this justice. Do you want to pop on here and give us a short little spill of everything Angie offers? Or
well, we've got some great interviews tonight coming up. We have Ominous Filth. Unfortunately, Mr. Cemetery will not be joining us tonight for Metal Monday, but that's coming at 10 p.m. Well, actually, that's coming in a few. And we have on Tuesday night, make sure you come in at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We have Chris Lipe. Get some great vocal lessons, instructions, some great tips and tricks. Then go ahead at 10 p.m. and check out The Upside of Hurt with Ed Hurtnam and Cal McTaber. You never know who's going to pop in. Wednesday, we have Motivational Wednesdays with Wally G. Followed by Whip It Out Wednesday. You know, your work's in progress. Come join us so you can also vote for your favorite songs of the month. Thursday, you better click in with your helmets, that is. You know, we have Talking IT with Glenn and Tony. Yes, you're not going to want to miss that. Highly educational, strong voltage. Friday, we actually will have a little bit of Aviva Sings Out, and then the SR show. Can't wait to see what he's got this week. So yeah, that's us here at Angified.
I can't remember all that. I would have to have cards and stuff to say that.
We are a family of artists who love art and music and comedy, and so we will be the next like Ange TV / like Comedy Central and whatever else, because music's the key to your soul, laughter's the key to your heart. So make sure to go ahead and share a smile.
Awesome.
And a heart.
So off that, with all the artwork and the graphics and the websites and t-shirts and everything, get a hold of me at JK Multimedia Productions. We have a way to tell your tale. Miranda Monday, networking, consulting, raccoon hunter / bounty hunter. Get a hold of Miranda Monday. She has connected so many artists. There's been so many albums that came out because of Monday Love. It's amazing. I love being part of the network tree. It's been great. So Miranda, you got anything else on here?
Dude, man, I'm so glad that we got this interview. So you guys keep in mind, you all have hated a Monday once or twice in your day. So let Monday
love you.
See you guys next week.
Hey guys, is it okay? I'm going to share a video of John Connor here. John, do you mind? Tennessee Sunrise?
Oh yeah, cool. That's just a lyric video, but cool. Yeah.
All right, I'll share that on the way out.
All right, sweet.
All right.
All right, here we go.
All
Yay!
right.
Share the love. Check out at John Connor 302. You're watching Monday Love Podcast.
I can't look away. You look like a Tennessee sunrise. Girl, you came and saved me like a thumb drive. I just wanna lay in your sunlight, yeah. Such a beautiful morning view. The eyes are windows to the soul, your sunlight's pouring through. My cup runneth over, you're what I pour into. Yeah, I just wanna lay here absorbing you. Everything is so wonderful, and your skies are so colorful. They say the grass is greener on the other side, but that there is a lie. So I walk barefoot out on the lawn. At night I go to sleep, looking forward to dawn. Cause what I see takes my breath away. You should have seen it yesterday. Yeah. I can't look away. You look like a Tennessee sunrise. Girl, you came and saved me like a thumb drive. I just wanna lay in your sunlight, yeah. I can't look away. You look like a Tennessee sunrise. Girl, you came and saved me like a thumb drive. I just wanna lay in your sunlight,
yeah. Girl, you brighten up my days like some sunny rays. I sit and gaze as I fall for you in 100 ways. You're so cute when you make your funny face. Snapping pictures, laughing with you, wouldn't wanna be any other place. You the sun in my days, you the moon in my night. Nothing more beautiful than a view of you in the light. Because of you, I don't lose it, you get me through the fight. You inspiration for music, it's about you I write. Can't turn away, just wanna look at you. Baby girl, you the perfect view. Never do what a jerk could do, I can't imagine me hurting you. So me and you, we the perfect two, and I know you can see that. I just wanna be where you be at, keep my heart beat fast like I just ran 3 laps. Girl, I'm stuck like tree sap.
I can't look away. You look like a Tennessee sunrise.